这人跳舞像乌龟。你这是什么评论啊？
Hello everyone, 大家好. Welcome back to AB Chinese, and in this week's video, we are going to talk about something that you probably use every single day. And of course, that is social media. We all have our favorite apps, we're all on our phones, and I'm sure you're even watching this video from your phone. So why not learn how to talk about it in Chinese? In this video, I'm going to teach you 6 phrases to do just that. And you definitely don't want to miss the skit at the end when we put it all together. So let's get started. Okay, quick thing before we get started. The Chinese word for social media is 社交媒体. 社交 is like social interactions and 媒体 is media, so it translates pretty directly. Now, let's get started. Number 1. 我喜欢上 I like to go on For example, 我喜欢上 YouTube. I like to go on YouTube. So if you break this phrase down, it's pretty simple. 我 is I, 喜欢 means to like. 上, you might think of this character as up, but it can also be used as a verb and it means to board, like 上飞机 is to board an airplane, or 上火车 is to board a train. And in this instance, you can think of it as boarding like a social media platform. You're boarding a social media platform, you're going on that platform. So 我喜欢上 means I like to go on whatever platform that may be. 我喜欢上 Facebook. I like to go on Facebook. There is also another verb that we sometimes use instead of 上, and that is 玩. 玩 just means to play. So 我喜欢玩 Facebook. I like to play on Facebook. You can think of it as play on, or like I like to mess with Facebook. I like to play around on Facebook. All of those have the kind of like the feeling of 我喜欢玩 Facebook. I like to play on Facebook. But the only real differentiation between the two is sometimes we use 玩 for platforms that are a little bit more engaging. For example, Facebook, as opposed to YouTube, where you mostly just watch videos. So for YouTube, you might say 上, but for Facebook, you might say 玩. Number 2, 我经常用 I often use For example, 我经常用微信 I often use WeChat. You'll notice that this phrase sounds very similar to our last phrase. It also starts with the word 我, which is I. 经常 means often, and then 用 is a verb meaning to use. So literally, I often use WeChat, for example. So why do we use the verb 用 as opposed to 上 or 玩 like we did in the last statement? Well, it's slightly more appropriate in this situation because you're talking about which apps you're physically on the most, that are open the most on your phone. So for example, you can say that 我经常用我的日历 APP. I often use my calendar app, but I might not tend to want to open it or anything. I use it subconsciously without even thinking about it. If you switch it out with the other verbs, you'll just have slightly different meanings. 我经常上 blah 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 means I often go on blah blah blah. And 我经常玩 blah 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 means I often play with or mess around with blah. Number 3, 我在上关注I follow on For example, 我在微博上关注林俊杰 I follow JJ Lin on Weibo. So let's break this phrase down starting at the beginning. 我 is obviously I, and I want to focus on this structure. 在上 In Chinese, this means on a certain platform or a certain app. And this might seem really confusing to English speakers, having 在 before your location and then 上 after it, but let me break it down this way. If in English you want to say that you are at a certain location, you say the word at. And in Chinese, you can think of this as 在. So if you want to say that you are at Weibo, if that was a location, you would say 在微博. I'm at Weibo. 我在微博. Of course, Weibo is not a location, it's an app that you can be on. So what do? In English, you would change your at into on. I'm on Weibo. I'm using Weibo. But in Chinese, you don't change at to on. You add another word to mean on in addition to at. So you have both at, which is 在, and on, which is 上. And on, the on, goes after your location. So to say you're on Weibo, you would say 在微博上. Does that make sense? All right, if that makes sense, then let's move on to the next part of the phrase, and that's a key word, 关注. 关注 means to follow someone on social media. Now keep in mind, this is not the same follow as I'm following that cat over there that's wandering away. Okay, that's a different word. 关注 is just following someone on social media. 我关注林俊杰. I follow JJ Lin. But hey, what about YouTube? On YouTube, you subscribe to channels. So here's your bonus phrase for the video. Subscribe in Chinese is 订阅. And of course, when you say subscribe, you generally say it in the past tense to say, I'm subscribed to a channel. In Chinese, you would have to add the particle le afterwards to indicate past tense. So altogether, to say, I'm subscribed to someone, you would say, 我订阅了. I'm subscribed to Dear Nessie. 我订阅了 Dear Nessie. 你有没有订阅 AB Chinese? Have you subscribed to AB Chinese? If not, click that subscribe button down below. Number 4, 点赞 or 给个双击. To like or to give a like. The primary term that we use for to like on social media is just 点赞. Literally, 点 means to click, and 赞, it doesn't exactly mean to like, but it means to like thumbs up. It's like I support you, something like that. And I'll reiterate again that this is only like on social media and not the standard term for like, which you should know what that is. It's 喜欢. That means I like something. 给个双击 is another term you'll hear people say at the end of their videos to ask for a like. Now, 给 means to give, 个 is like one of, and 双击 is double tap. So you'll know where this comes from, of course. Platforms like Instagram or Douyin, you might know it as TikTok, are all platforms where a double tap is to like a video. Number 5, 分享 or 转发, to share. Now, while both of these phrases can mean to share on social media, the first one is a bit more of a direct translation, and it literally means like to share something physical as well. 分 means to divide or to split, and 享 means to enjoy something or enjoyment. So if you split up your enjoyment, you're sharing. Wow, Chinese is so cool. On to the second phrase, 转发 translates a bit more as forwarding, like forwarding an email. But for most social media platforms, this can mean to share something as well. Breaking it down is a little bit less exciting. 转 means to like rotate or to change directions, and 发 just means to send. So it kind of makes sense, I guess. Number 6, 评论, comments. So if you change the setting on your phone to Chinese and then you pull up YouTube and scroll through the comment section, you'll see that the heading says 评论, and that just means comments. But there's another term that you'll sometimes hear when you hear people talking about commenting and use it as a verb. Like for example, if I tell you to leave a comment down below, you'll hear people say 在下面留言. 留言 means literally to leave a message. And that's the same thing when you're leaving a message on the phone. 请留言, please leave a message. So this term is a little bit different depending on if you're talking about the comments, 评论, or if you're telling someone to comment, 留言. And now let's put it all together with SKIT time.
Hey bro, 你喜欢上 YouTube 吗？
我不经常用 YouTube， 不过我订阅了 AB Chinese， 因为我想学中文。
那你玩抖音吗？
哦，我经常玩抖音。
哎，我在抖音上有视频，你可以关注我。
哎，好，给你点个赞。
哎，谢谢。
转发给朋友。
好。
留言。
这人跳舞像乌龟。你这是什么评论啊？All
right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Class dismissed. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully this will help you talk about something that's already a big part of your daily lives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to 点赞 and 分享, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. 下次再见了，拜拜。
我该找新朋友了。